Hello, welcome back to Steve and Jenny's Star Tour. I'm Steve, this is Jenny, and we have finished the prequels, and we're going to give a brief summary. With the exception of Revenge of the Sith, they're bad.
Yeah.
Alright, say roll credits. No, yeah, so I like Revenge of the Sith a lot. As I mentioned, it's one of my favorite Star Wars movies, but it's still the worst trilogy of the three. Because Attack of the Clones and Phantom Menace are just so painful to sit through.
They were bad.
They're really bad. And honestly, and it's funny because when we talked about my Attack of the Clones video, I mentioned how it was my least favorite. But after we filmed that video, that night, all that was going through my head is I was just playing scenes in my head from episode 1 and episode 2, back to back. And I'm like, and I've come to the conclusion, yeah, no, Phantom Menace is the worst one.
Yep.
Yeah, because, like, I admit, the final, like, half hour of Attack of the Clones with, like, the Coliseum and everything, it's better than anything in Phantom Menace. Even Darth Maul, as much as I love that fight scene.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm gonna have Phantom Menace at the bottom of the list.
Yep.
But Attack of the Clones is, like, right above it.
Oh, absolutely. It's not...
It's...
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not good. So, I mean, we did it in the last one. We're going to have to do it in this one, even though you all know the answer. What was your favorite movie, Jenny?
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, mine too. It was the only good one.
This one I feel like we're going to agree a lot more than we did the original series.
Yeah,
so.
definitely. So yeah, Revenge of the Sith is our favorite movie. It did everything right. Not everything right, but it did a lot of things right, where the other two just did so much wrong. And... who's your favorite prequel character?
C-3PO.
That's a good point. C-3PO is still in these movies.
Okay.
Nothing changed. Well, Jenny's got the same answer for all three trilogies.
Okay, well, if we're gonna speak, like, trilogy, like, original trilogy, exclusive characters.
Well, then even then, you can't say Obi-Wan because he's in the original trilogy. But no, yes, Obi-Wan's my favorite.
I really like Padme, like, a lot.
Okay, yeah.
I
like
really,
that, me too.
Especially in this one, when she admits that Anakin is wrong and that he's breaking her heart, and she doesn't just blindly follow him because they love each other. No, when she's like, dude, you fucked up.
Yeah. It
and then
shows, like, personality and character. Character growth.
Loved it so much.
Yeah. I like that scene a lot, too.
I think that's one of my
jokes.
I think that is like one of my favorite scenes of the whole movie.
Yeah.
Padme like coming to her senses.
Yeah, I like that scene a lot too. As I mentioned, Obi-Wan is my favorite character in the prequels rather. He's just so snarky and just amazing. He's
a close second for me.
Yeah. For me, my second is Palpatine.
Okay.
Especially in Revenge of the Sith. I love Palpatine in that. Mace Windu's up there too. I like him a lot. I mean, I'm mainly biased because it's Samuel L. Jackson. But he's also just a good character.
He's got a purple lightsaber.
Because you know why? Because Samuel L. Jackson asked for it.
So I do have a note that I did write down while we were watching Revenge of the Sith, but I made sure I wanted to leave it as a note for this video.
Oh, okay.
I think that as a newcomer, you know, the prequels were way more overwhelming to me than the original trilogy.
Yes. There's a lot happening.
The beauty to the original trilogy is simplicity.
Yes.
And it was easy to jump in and follow. This one, I feel like all I did was ask you questions during it. There was way more, which I apologize for.
No, it's okay. I'm happy to answer.
There was way more characters to follow. Maybe because there was politics involved in this one, it was more confusing.
That, I think, is the hardest thing to follow.
I just think from the very beginning, when they introduced the whole Senate, they did not properly tell you what is happening. So you're trying to piece it together the entire time, or you ask someone who's seen it 8,000 times.
Yeah.
If I was watching this by myself, I'd be totally lost.
Yeah, I think that...
These were very overwhelming for me.
I think that out of everything in the prequels, the hardest thing to follow is the politics.
Yeah, the politics side of it is very difficult.
It's difficult to follow because there's just so much happening that it's hard to understand. It's not the hardest thing to watch. It's the hardest thing to follow.
Right.
The hardest thing to watch was all the scenes with Jar Jar Binks.
Absolutely.
By the way, don't you like how we had one line in Revenge of the Sith?
He had one line.
Which was just, excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
That was it. We never saw him again.
I was okay with that.
Yeah, me too.
Didn't miss him. Didn't feel up to without him.
Not at all.
Perfectly good.
But yeah, all the Jar Jar scenes, especially in Phantom Menace.
Oh my god.
Very hard to watch. Very hard to watch.
Ruins the movie. Like, maybe Phantom Menace could be, like, a few clicks better if he wasn't in it, but he is in it, so we have to kill it.
Yeah.
With fire.
Literally.
Just like Anakin's legs.
Yeah. Like Anakin's entire body. But yeah, I still think this is the worst trilogy, as much as I don't like the sequel trilogy either, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I feel the same way about the sequel trilogy that I do about this one. I like one of them and hate the other two.
Yeah.
But, even though I hate the other two, I don't hate them as much as Attack of the Clones and Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace is awful. It's really hard to top it.
Really bad movie.
Yeah, and like for so long, the only reason why I put Attack of the Clones below it was because of the shitty romance. But like watching it again and watching it with you, I did have fun with it.
Yeah.
During like the final like half hour of it.
2 I was able to laugh more at.
Yeah, honestly,
Keep in mind it's because it was bad. You know, I was laughing at it, not with it.
Yeah.
But like you said, the last half an hour, and that was fun.
It was solid. It was pretty
fun.
solid.
1 just flatlined.
Yeah. Like, the only scene I really like is the Darth Maul fight.
Yeah, that's about it.
And that, again, it's like the end of the movie.
In 1, I found myself like checking the clock more. I'm like, is it over yet? Like,
yeah.
The other 2, I was like, all right, like this is. Or 2, I was like, all right, this is a steady pace. And 3, 2.5 hours was like nothing.
Yeah, because you get so invested in everything that's happening in 3.
This one, I just feel like there was so many more like emotions and
Oh,
stuff to follow and be involved in, like.
Absolutely. But yeah, that's our thoughts on the prequels. Not good, aside from Revenge of the Sith. Not good. But next time we will be beginning.
A for effort.
We will be beginning. But maybe I'll learn how to speak today. Next time we will be beginning the sequel trilogy with Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
Well, it's because you're saying be beginning. If you said be starting, you'd be doing better. You're like giving yourself a nod.
So next time we'll be starting the sequels with Force Awakens. I'll see you guys then. Bye.
Bye.